Okay, got this thing all apart. UPS just showed up with the new throttle body. Really nice, all done. All new O-rings back on it. Shafts all nice and tight. They put a new spring on it. Nice, all done. Pro charger, rebuild kit for the blow-off valve. And I have O-rings coming for that right there, that clamp, just in case, okay? So we're gonna bolt all this back on, get this thing ready to go back up to Rob's. Waiting on a phone call from him. Today, what's today? Friday. Today's Friday, so hopefully we'll be up there Tuesday and get this thing back together. All right, let's go. All right. Yeah, man, I can't believe how much play this thing had in it now that I see how tight it is. So when I took this off, there was a little tiny, I thought it was an O-ring. It was actually part of the bushing because it was like hard, and I thought it was I'm thinking, oh man, that O-ring's crispy critter. No, it was the actual bushing. So anyway, we'll put this all back together. Put this on here. And got a new O-ring there. Make a nice seal. And then I'm going to take the blow-off valve off and rebuild that. So there goes one bolt. All right. So typically, just like always, waiting for parts. So we sent this out the day I got back, which was last Friday. I sent it out Friday, first thing. And I was hoping they would have it. They didn't get it till Monday because they were closed or whatever. So they got it Monday. And I was hoping to get it back right away. But I guess I'm not the only one getting stuff rebuilt. So this guy got back to me and said, yep, I'll have it done for you today. They'll ship it out. So just showed up. So we are gonna get this thing right back together. I'm gonna start it up once I do put it together. Have everything set and just make sure it idles back down to normal like it's supposed to. And then I'll check the EGTs and check the temperature on the tubes with the infrared gun. Make sure that's all good. I'm going to go through the valves one more time just to make sure. And then if everything looks good, we'll be going back up to the dyno. All right, let me get this back. All I got to do is tighten those two up. I'm going to put this clamp back on, get this in place, and then take the blow-off valve off. All right, so rebuilding the blow-off valve. So I took the main body off where it seals against that, and it was, I should have showed you, but it looked all black like that, and it had a little tiny nick in it, like it was like a little rock or something was stuck in it. So that's what was getting held open. So got a rebuild kit from them. Replace that. This one's gonna get replaced. They give you new bolts. I'm not changing any of that stuff, that's fine. All right, so we'll put this back together and hopefully we're done with the leaks. Oh, I gotta take the what you call it, put some silicone around the burst panel on the top too. All right, perfect timing. Get all that back together. All right, and then I was waiting on these 2 O-rings. I'm thinking, let me do all this other stuff while I'm waiting. Get all the other stuff done. I finished tightening that 1 clamp, and the FedEx guy pulls up. Perfect. All right, you guys are gonna love this. So, I call up Vibrant. It's a Vibrant clamp, right? Vibrant clamp. I said, I need O-rings. They said, yep, you can buy them separate. I said, great. How much are they? $4 a pack. How many are in a pack? 1. I said, all right, well, I need 2. 1, 2, right? And I'll get another pack to be safe. That means I'll have another setup, right? They just showed up, right? So I ordered 4, because there's 1 to a pack, they told me. There's 2 in each pack. Now I got 4 packs. Okay? Anyway, miscommunication. So we only needed 2 packs. Good thing they're only $4. All right? So we'll put that on there, tighten that up, put the clamp back on, get all this buttoned back up, and then I'm going to do the burst panel. All right, so we got all this back together. And then to top it off, the O-rings they sent were the wrong ones, okay? This is 3.5, they sent me 4. So I ran up to, we got all this back together. I ran over to, check these guys out if you need anything. Ferocious Motorsports. See if that'll focus in. All right, they're in Wilmington, Delaware. Super nice people. They actually opened a pack up for me of a V-band, the whole band clamp, because they didn't have any of the, just the O-rings in stock. They were waiting on those, but they actually opened up a package and sold me the rings out of it. And then I ordered a second set from them. And then the other ones that I ordered will go in here for the other Pro Charger setup. Okay, that's for the other motor. So that's the gear drive for the other big Pro Charger that we're getting. So got a good deal on that thing. Found that online. Somebody sold us that. That was a couple of months ago. So that's all set. This is all set. This is a 3.5-inch tube to 4. It's a 105 millimeter. So the next one, the other one, is going to be a way bigger Pro Charger with a 4-inch tube with a 125 or a 123, 125 throttle body. So same Pro valve. So oh, we got another valve coming. Oh, excuse me. Just ran from here to Delaware, basically, before they closed. So we got back in time. They were very gracious enough to stay open and help us out. So got another Pro valve coming. So we'll have that as a spare and for the other setup. So we'll have a spare of everything, pretty much. Oh, now I just gotta take those screws off. I'm going to take this whole plate off, reseal that top and bottom, and new silicone in the threads. So we'll make sure that don't leak. Okay, and I got to go back on the log and see that last run. We'll check it out and see how much boost we were actually losing through all that crap. All right, let me take that apart. All right, so we got this off. Got it all cleaned, put a nice little, small, little thin layer of silicone on it, clear silicone. I'm gonna put it back on. I'm gonna put some silicone on all the threads. And we should be good to go. Okay, all done. That's it. Tomorrow I'll pull the valve covers off. Just check the valves one more time. I'm gonna blow this filter out. Don't look like there's anything in it, but you hit it with air, knock it down. If there's any debris in there, you'll see it right away. So we're gonna do that tomorrow also. And that's it. Put it back in the trailer. Get ready to go back up there. All right, so last thing to do before we go sticking it back in the trailer. Happy Father's Day to everybody, by the way. It's Sunday afternoon. Do a valve check, valve lash check real quick, just to make sure everything's cool, which I don't see it not being, but like I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to be doing this up at the dyno again. I'm gonna make sure it's good now. This way when we get there, all we got to do is start it up and start tuning it. All right, so let me check these out real quick and we should be good. All right, I just turned the switch on, use the bump button up there and run the lash. All right, valves are good, nothing moved. They all stayed where they're supposed to stay. So, putting it all back together. Josh is checking the intake bolts again.
That one's loose.
Yeah, they, like I said, when everything gets cooled down and then gets hot, cooled down, you gotta kind of go over everything again. So when we run it up on the dyno, and then we'll bring it back home, give it a nut and bolt check everywhere.
Take it to the track.
And then we'll go to the track and test it.
We're gonna go to ACO.
Hopefully all this works out good this time. Throttle body's nice and tight now. They actually put a new spring in it too, so now it's...
Didn't they?
Oh yeah. It's like brand new. So, no more leaks, I hope. Don't forget to put that hose back on the Pro Charger. So you guys missed it. So in here, I showed them on the video.
Right.
There's a
You said it was a rock.
it's like a Teflon, like a hard Teflon seal that seals against the bottom.
Right.
It had a little speck
of-
of a rock or something in there.
Piece of dirt or something.
Yep, and it was definitely holding it open. Although he did tell me that it
It can leak
through there, but because there's no at an idle or with the car off, actually, it's not gonna.
There's no pressure on it.
No pressure on it. But with that rock in there, I don't care what you're talking about, it was gonna leak
Well, yeah.
because it couldn't seat. So I'm actually gonna call up. I got another valve, brand new one coming for a spare, because we're gonna need one anyway for a spare. But I'm gonna order another rebuild kit, so I have that here. Keep it with all the parts. And I don't wanna wait another week. We need something. At least if something like that happens again, and you're at the track or whatever, you can kind of do it really quick. So.
Alright, so we're going back up to the dyno, going over to Walt Whitman Bridge again. It's about the same time as last time we went over, so this is what it's supposed to look like. You can actually see the buildings and stuff. You know, way out is a little hazy, but it was kind of hot today and stuff. That's kind of normal, you know. But not that you can't see the cranes out in front of you from the bridge or the water or anything. You couldn't even see these buildings or nothing.
You can see that?
No. So you can go back and look at the video and see the difference of what it looked like. How bad that smoke was coming down from Canada from all the forest fires. Okay, so on our way. Off into the sunset.
we're back up here again. Put this thing inside and see how it goes. Ready to set it all up. Alright, so got it all on here for now. Just gonna fuel it up, make sure the battery's all charged up. Got our vent hooked up to it so we can vacuum it out in between whatever we're doing. Just waiting on Rob to, he'll be ready to put it up and set it up on a wheel. Mustang dynamometer. So these use an eddy current to load the dyno up. Alright, so we're gonna charge this thing up and get back at you when we're ready to run it.
Alright, get in it, do our throttle position reset, so.
You're gonna cycle the ignition on and off. Turn it on. You push the pedal to the floor slowly once. Let up. Do it again. Let up.
And then it should.
Little step down. Just go all the way. Perfect.
Okay. Now it knows where 100% is.
Grab some earmuffs.
Alright. Yeah, Johnny, did you grab all of ours? Go grab the ones out of the trailer, too. Alright, here we go. Yeah.
Was that 11:50?
I don't know. I was just doing it by ear.
No, I'm saying it's about 11:50, but now it's stalled out.
It stalled out by itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Fire it back up. What do you normally idle it at? Right around 1150, right?
Right
Yeah.
around 1100, yeah, 1150.
Try that.
Bring a second cord. Bring another cord. Adjust it little by little.
If you go over here, you can see with the sun. See it? All right. All right, that's it.